Hello and welcome to the show. We are here today on BeamNG Drive multiplayer. Yes, we are back. Going to be doing some racing. Going to be, I say, trying to do some little more serious racing. How serious it is going to be is a good question. We're going to race around proper tracks. This one is Lime Rock, or some proper circuits. Yeah, we're going to go tackle Lime Rock with the Chariot race car. It should be good fun. I mean, I like this. I haven't driven it since Forza days. I mean, there is a chance to end up in the river, which you can't do on Forza. I'm going to say we shouldn't do on here. But I feel like if I say that on here, the chances are someone's going to find a way to do it. So we will get this race ready. I will grab my controller. The revs will rise, the cars will make a lot of pops and bangs, and we are off and underway. Oh god, it's either a missed shift for Rusty or a poor start, I'm not sure. We have had a good start flying down towards the first corner. Speed Beast and Amy have got together. It's going to be mayhem. Joe's out a little bit wide here. We're doing a 4-lap race to start with. Lado's got a big twitch on the curb there. Lado's still got twitching going on. It's very easy to have the cars upset on here. Now, this is a very good car to drive. However, oh, I think there was a lag bump on Lado there. I think we might have lag murdered a Lado. We were a fair way behind Lado at the point where contact was supposedly made, but it was enough. You can see there's not even a scratch on the front of my car. That's like Beam. The multiplayer mod for this is astonishing, considering it is a mod and everything. However, there can be some slight laggy moments. We've got a good run. Let's not make it 3 wide into turn 1. That is just asking for trouble. We'll sit in the slipstream here. Amy's thinking about having a go into turn 1. We will dive under brakes. We do get it stopped. I was a little worried we were about to go murder a Joe. However, we did not. We made it work through there. As we head on to our second lap, we will try and carry as much speed as we can through here. There is a poor stricken Ladosaurus. Sorry, Lado. We very much murdered a Lado there. Well, the lag murdered a Lado. Unfortunately, it was a lag from me that got it. Oh, someone else has hit the wall up there. That looks like it could be Impega or Rusky's car that's in pieces. Speed Beast is in trouble. Oh, Speed Beast has hit the wall hard through there. Oh, got away with it. Has suffered some damage. Has got away with it, though. We're around the final corner. I could have done that a lot faster than that. As we head towards the end of the side. Impega is out and broken somewhere. 3 leaders are all close together. Joe is late on the brakes into turn 1, and it's going to be a little too late. It was who dare break the latest on that. And Joe was the late breaker, but it didn't quite work. Impega's limping around there. Speed Beast is out wide. Where Speed Beast's going to come back on, I'm not 100% sure. Difficult to spin the camera around. Joe's car is a little poorly, I think. So there is a collection of broken bits around the track going on here. We will... Oh, 4th gear would have been the right gear there. We are in the wrong gear. Rusky is broken down in a very awkward position. And Speed Beast, I don't... feel like we needed a yellow flag on that one. Feel something's gone wrong. I wonder if Rusty's had a controller disconnect. Longbow's in the final corner wall there. Because yeah. You know what I said about a sensible race? It has... Well, actually, that's quite early on the brakes for turn 1 for me. It has descended as we head on to the final lap. It has descended into, as ever, a race of attrition on Beam. There are certainly 3 cars very dead. In the case of Lado, I think Rusky disconnected. That might be what happened, or was disconnecting at the time. That's very unfortunate for Speed Beast. But yeah, you know, Impega's car has conked out. Lado's car's conked out. Longbow's in the wall. Speed Beast might get going, but is poorly. Yeah. It's great fun, actually. Gotta say, I like Lime Rock. It's a good fun circuit. It's a good fun challenge to go driving around on here. That corner, I think, should be flat if you get it right. I'm just not bothering to risk it at this point. No need to, as we head across the line. It will be victory for us with the race car at Lime Rock. We will head to a stop down here. There is Joe. It was a good race with Joe, actually. A good race with Joe and Speedbeast. Unfortunate, just a disconnecting car ended up murdering the old Speedbeast there. Let's go and have a quick zoom around with the camera because we can. There is Longbow, smacked the wall on the exit of the... I'm going to presume carried a bit too much speed or had a twitch on the way in and hit the wall. It doesn't look too damaged. There might be a little bit decent, of course, on the damage, so we might not be seeing the full extent of the damage. There is what's left of Speedbeast's car. That's quite poorly. Over there, Impega's looks okay. That's probably not showing the damage that it should be. And Lado's where we saw the slight contact, put Lado in a wall again. I'm going to guess heavier damage than just a bent fender. And somewhere is Amy's car. That has well, that's had a bad time. That's more like the damage we'd expect to see. Oh, has that lost a front wheel? Yes, it has. Yes, it has. Let's slow down the camera speed a little bit. There we go. Yeah, there is the front wheel, and there's where it's supposed to be. Well, me and Joe, certainly the only two to finish in something of a usable condition. Well, an entertaining first race to kick things off here. So, after the resounding success of Lime Rock, we have come to Brands Hatch for our next race. We have the Piccolina. Ruskies is very excited. It was jittering around on the start line. Oh yeah, it's still quite excited. I don't know why. It's the most excited little Italian car. Yeah, we're going to go racing at Brands Hatch Indy Circuit. 4 laps. We are going to see what we might be able to do here. I'm hoping. I mean, the main goal is survive, as ever with this. Try and survive. These are not the easiest cars in the world to drive. We are off and underway. Slow start for Longbow from the front row. We all will make it through safely for now as we come to paddock here. I'm going to just be a little bit careful because I don't... Whoa, Impega's dancing around. Impega's got a very big twitch. Longbow's going to get this place back because I had to have a big lift and didn't know where Impega was going to end up. Oh, Longbow might lock the brakes. It's mayhem at turn 2. Proper touring car stuff there. We have escaped without any damage at least. We will try and sneak our way past Speedbeast here to the outside. Not going to quite work. I will lift. Yeah, Speedbeast has damage, and Speedbeast is in, I say a bit of damage. It's got a lot of understeer, and Pega's had the front fender ripped off. Joe has also made it through. Amy's having a spin. Good catch. Not such a good catch as it flicks back the other way and is around in a circle. We are going to try and find a place to put the power down without twitching too much. Joe has got stuck in that traffic a little bit. Okay, Lado leads at the end of lap number 1. We're going to try and not lag punt Lado out of the way as we head on to our second lap here. So Lado's all crossed up in the braking zone. We will be... I got so much speed through there, I just couldn't pull my car to the inside. We've got a good run up here, but oh, there's a broken Rusky. Yellow flag. Oh, it's a broken, lagging Rusky. Yellow flags definitely needed to be going on there. Christ, we've got a great exit, but it's always a difficult corner to try and get a pass done there. We'll let Lado get some understeer out wide, sliding around on the grass. We have got the run. We are going to get to the inside. I was wondering if Lado's going to try and hold it. I think they are. Maybe they got too much understeer. Lado's across the grass. Where is that going to reappear? It's just the horn. I knew it was going to appear somewhere. I just didn't quite know where. So I was being... But the whole being cautious when that's going on has its own risk. Like, that is a risk in itself. But it was definitely worth, I think, just being a little bit careful. If I hadn't slowed down there, I think we would have actually got Lado's car in the door, to be honest with you. Right, through turn 1 we go. Speedbeast with a big twitch. Actually manages to gather that one up. Surprising. I was waiting for it to dig into the sand and fall over. I think Rusky's got connection trouble going on. Wouldn't be the biggest surprise in the world. As I said, this is an incredible mod. It sometimes does have some connection things going on. We've got to be a little careful running wide over there. The curb... It's not as bad as some curves for puncturing tyres, but it can eat your tyres. And if you lose actually you lose any tyre, it's bad, especially a rear tyre in this. You're going to be in trouble. Also going to be a little bit careful on the curbs. You can grip roll these cars. I haven't managed to do it myself yet. I'm sure I could if I really wanted to, as that is the end of a lap number 3. I think more cars are still running this time around. We head on to our final lap. We will just slow it down for turn 1. I mean, I'm currently going for a little bit of a let's not do anything stupid approach, which I think Joe is speed beast is out very wide back there. Joe might be catching us a little bit. We may have to. Oh! I don't know if that was going to kill me or not. Oh, god damn it. The rather laggy bright red machine almost killed us, although we are very quick through there. Now we've got to kind of go for it. I turned to be a little bit wide. Oh, god damn it. Oh, we had a nice lead, and then it has all gone a little bit wrong. We will attack the curb on the way in. Okay, now be as brave as we dare all the way through here. Get on the power. No, Joe's got us. God damn it. Well, I guess I was right for playing a little bit safe, although it was better to kind of bail on that corner than anything else. It was better to play it safe. Well done, Joe, for getting victory in this one. Joe will win. We all cross the line in second. Speed Beast will cross the line in third. Not bad considering they got a pretty heavy hit early on. It looks like Longbow will come home in fourth, ahead of Amy. There is Longbow. Longbow is across the line. It's a bit, it's a little bit battered. Nothing too bad. There is Amy's car across the line. Is that, oh, Friskies has turned up. And then it is Impega and Lado. Everyone finishes. Oh, we have fused. We have fused our cars. What's gone on with my rear wheel? Also, the bigger question is, how is that still driving? Well, we lost a fuel tank now. My rear wheel is in my rear window. That's definitely not how it works. We've got a I guess a node grabbered car. Well, sadly, we couldn't quite get the victory on this one. It was good fun. It's good fun to race, actually. A bit sketchy, but I guess this makes a fun race car. Somehow, this is still drivable. Well, I say drivable in the loosest of terms. So, for our next race, we have got a Super Touring car, essentially. This is the Pesima Touring car, which is a very, very cool vehicle, I have to say. We'll come to the game's official track, this one. So it's not a real-world circuit. We're taking the kind of right-hand loop over this way. It's kind of a short circuit. You come through a nasty chicane down here. There's a chance of rolling off the curb down here. And yeah, we're going to see how this lot fare around the track. I am hoping for a good race. We are, of course, at the back. Going to try and climb our way through the pack. It is away we go. Actually, pretty even start for a lot of cars here. Oh, Ruski's having a little bit of game issues, which I think has just lagged and killed it again. So it's not gone well for them at all as we barrel into turn one. Lado's very sideways. Lado and Longbow got connected. That was some touring car contact, if ever I saw some going on there. Joe's been a lot braver through here. There's a lot of touring car. I'm just trying to save my car at the moment. Don't get involved in the crashes. Don't damage my car. Is a good idea here. Lado's got all sorts of twitchy. We are past Amy. We're trying to not let Joe get too far away, but Joe has done well to get through, but Joe's been a win on the grass in the gravel trap. Joe's out wide. We're trying. Oh, we're going to give Lado. Oh, Lado. Lado, stop flashing the camera, for God's sake. Put your boot down. We're going to go around the outside here if we can make it work. We will try. That's just like a big air brake on the back of Lado's car now. I'm going to end up in a wedge. Whoa, two-wheeled antics for us. Speed Beast is visiting a gravel trap. Lado ended up in front of us again as we head around the final corner. Well, it's been an exciting lap one, I'll tell you that much. Oh dear. On to lap number 2 we go. Oh, I got a lot of understeer. I'm in trouble. I cannot get that car away from there. Oh, I'm actually out. I did not slow that down anywhere near enough. And we are dead. The front-wheel drive car is out. It's parked. We are a spectator going on for the rest of this one. Yeah, I just carried too much speed. Longbow will lead from Amy. There's Lado. Joe and Speed Beast are having a fight coming through the chicane here. Oh, Joe's around the outside. It's across the grass for Joe. There's still a chance they can get up to the podium spots in this one. I mean, hell, there's still a chance someone can make a mistake. I believe I've just carried too much speed into turn 1. Longbow gets away with a little bit of understeer through there. Lado's got that podium spot at the moment nicely through all of that. Joe also is cleanly through that back chicane. We have actually got all sorts of lag issues that don't seem to be improving at the moment. So yeah, Longbow leads from Amy. It's definitely the closest race we've had in terms of field spread this way. Shame, such a good first lap as well. For me, is Joe going to be able to get to the inside at turn 1? It'd be a brave attempt at a pass down there. No, not quite. It looks like Speed Beast has got some understeer going on there as well. Oh, yeah, Rusky tried to get out of the way. I'm not quite sure. Rusky was off the track at the point where, never mind, let's not ask too many questions about all of this. We got Longbow versus Amy still up at the front. Oh, there's a little bit of a wobble into the chicane. Longbow might be vulnerable on the exit here. Amy is going to have a look to the inside, perhaps. Maybe, if they can get a good exit here. The downside of that really tight line is you are slow on the exit, and Amy has not quite got the speed off of it. You'll be to the outside down here, and Longbow will hold it, although Longbow's got in on that tight line, is now slow on the exit, but the chicane, well, it's not really a chicane, it's just fast, switch back. There's some rally crossing for the pink car, didn't work. Around the final corner, pink car's in the gravel trap, Lado's in the gravel trap. Longbow with a big lead now going on to, I think, the final lap of all of this mayhem. There is Joe versus Amy into turn 1, and Joe is up to second place now after all the antics that went on. Yeah, so will Longbow be able to hold on to the lead of the race? I mean, it's a decent margin at the moment over Joe, but it might be possible. So I'm not quite used to using the free camera in Beam. Yeah, it's a decent margin that Longbow has got currently, although it's been slow through this chicane. It's gonna close up at the very end of this one. Oh, although Joe's late on the brakes. Goes in deep. Does recover it. There's Speed Beast, just lost a wheel. Saw the wheel fall off that one. Here we go. Now, if you can get a fast exit here, Joe's going to have to be brave through the chicane, send it across the curves, run the risk of maybe even rolling. Doesn't roll. Are they going to have a dive in the final corner? They look, but they cannot quite get there. It is going to be a drag race to the line. We are going to try and get the camera in place, and Longbow wins it. Longbow takes victory. Joe second, Amy crosses the line in third. It was a great race. Lado is going to cross the line in fourth. It's still got the boot open as well. Lado in fourth, and Speed Beast will be in fifth with a very heavily damaged Coel. I mean, mine doesn't look as bad as that. However, mine lost a drive axle. Well, now mine does look quite bad. Mine lost a drive axle and didn't have any go anymore. So that was the end of me. It was a great race. Slightly disappointed. I made a very silly error, and it was just enough to kill my car. But that's Beam Racing for you at the end of the day. It was a fun race to be a part of, even if it didn't go very well to plan for me. For our final race, we have come to the automation test track. Actually, haven't driven the circuit for quite a while. This is a much longer track than the ones we've been driving around before, and we have got the Wendover race car, which is it's not as cool as a Super Tourer, but it's still pretty cool. We will see how this one fares. I don't want to put it in a wall on the second lap. That would be ideal. Oh, I messed up. I've broken things. Hold on. Christ. There we go. I've got to leave the cursor here, otherwise it has a problem. Before we start this, here we go. It is time. Oh, I put my hazards on somehow. I don't know what button to press for that, but we have hazards. And we are... Oh, well, that's not helped my getaway. God damn it. That has made my life considerably more difficult. However, we are through the chicane relatively nicely this time around. Lado has the lead of the race from Joe, then it is Speed Beast, Longbow, and Amy. There's some connections. We've got slightly askew front bumper, but that's not the biggest problem in the world to deal with. We will try and get the car stopped for the hairpin. Here we go. Nicely does it. We bounce it over the curbs, and all is good. So we're going to try and stop Joe from escaping away at the front. Oh, around the carousel, a like corner. Oh, Speed Beast is climbing all over that one. Speed Beast has got all sorts of wobbling going on there, and a very wonky wing. That's not going to help for downforce anymore. We are up a position. However, we're further back. We're so far back. We're hoping Joe has a crash. Is about all is going to save us here in terms of a win. Maybe, unless I'd suddenly become amazingly fast. around here, which I'm going to guess it probably not. This corner is so deceptive. It's so easy to carry way too much speed into it, as I think Lado and Longbow have both run wide through there. We actually got it very, very well. Amy was quite early on the brakes, but did carry half decent speed through there. Now we're coming up towards a very challenging chicane. We do not actually want to go for an overtake there. I slightly missed my brakes, if anything. I have a feeling Lalo jumped the chicane but did wait for Amy, who stopped and actually then tried to get the car turned properly. Now it comes a game of can I hunt down Joe by the end of this race. Not driving like that, I can't. That is for sure. We've got a couple more sort of slow corners. We've got this kind of uphill. I mean, as far as a test track goes, this is a pretty good one. You've got just about everything. I mean, it's the purpose of this. Well, you've got slow corners, you've got tough chicanes, you've got high-speed sections. It really does just about cover everything. I was going to play that risky over those big sausage curves on the outside. They are nasty. I mean, they could break the car quite easily. We're going to kind of launch it through there. The engine in this car is not great, if I'm honest. It feels a bit underwhelming in some ways. Especially once you put it into fourth. The gears are so long on this. I think I've got some damage somewhere. My car does not feel quite right. I don't know whether it was curb related. Maybe it was. Something didn't feel right going around that corner. But maybe I'm just expecting more grip from this than it actually has. I know, considering we hit Rusky immediately off the start, or a lagging car immediately off the start line, and then we were involved a little bit elsewhere, so it's possible something's tweaked. Pulling to the left? No, maybe not. Yeah, it wouldn't surprise me if something's a little unhappy. However, we shall do the best we can down here. We're going to have to be a little bit braver into here than I would like, perhaps, because Joe can just kind of go a safe pace into this corner and not run any risks. I mean, we're good through there. We're much better through there. Oh, Amy's on very wide. Yeah, we're better through there than we were last time around, but it's not going to be enough this, because we've had a pretty bad lap everywhere else. Oh, I mean, yeah, we'll go quicker the closer we get to the tyre bundle. My life flashed before my eyes on that one. We were so close to just smacking the tyres there, and that was going to be game over if we had that sort of a corner. Right, let's try and figure out the gears, try and get them right. We have pulled away nicely. It's Lombo versus Lado for the final spot on the podium. We will climb up the hill. I like the track. I don't dislike the car. It just feels a little bit gutless. Right, don't want to clobber those curves if we can help it. I think Joe is pulling away from us at the moment. We will be aggressive into turn 1 and 2. Might as well be. It's kind of all we got in this, is kind of hit them and hope. But if we did tweak something, it was probably doing that. What made it worse? No. So it's around here where I felt like we had a lot of understeer. No, it's not too bad this time around. We'll slow it down. We have got a lot more spread out on this race than we have in some of the previous ones. Longbow, Lado and Amy are all pretty close together. We cannot catch, I don't think. Oh, we can't catch. We don't have the speed, even if we had a better start. Still don't think we have the speed here. Speed Beast has had a less than ideal race in this. I'm going to guess a fairly wrecked car. It's limping its way around. Well, if Joe could stuff it in the wall, but there's really no need to stuff it in the wall. Like, you've got such a big lead at this point. There is no reason why that will go visit the wall, because you'll just brake super early and coast it around here. We will be maybe a little braver on the brakes. It looks like it's such a fast corner, but it really isn't when you get into it. Oh, careful over there. Yeah, still Longbow and Lado close together for the final spot on the podium. We get it slowed for the chicane. Oh no! We have clipped it. Oh, I thought I'd got such a good line through there. Well, now becomes a new game of, can I limp this home ahead because it's taken the tie rod off, but it's not actually taken the wheel off. So the wheel is actively fighting against me. No, Wendover, come on, we've only got 2 more corners. Come on. Oh, I thought it was such a good run through the chicane. Lado's bumped the inside wall. I'm desperately trying to get my car going. No. Oh, it's all gone. I was just putting... I don't know why I was pushing that hard. I technically didn't need to. Although I did think I'd got it through the chicane nicely. And I did not, basically. We will climb that corner fine. God damn it. God damn it. We won't even get it on the podium in the end. About sums up this this session, really. It's not really... Like, we've been quick in places. We have been quick in places. But there we go. That is that. We are across the line in a very broken car. I say it wasn't the biggest break, it was just the tie rod came off on the curb. Speed Beast is taking a big hit. Missing a rear bumper. Rusky was actually running better in this one. The connections played a little nicer. Oh, I guess someone hit my car. Oh, yes. My car's a long way in the gravel trap. Oh, dear. I didn't actually see. I think Longbow might have been ahead of Lado. I didn't actually see what order they finished in. But there we go. Another one turns up. We have tried some kind of serious racing. When it goes well, it's good fun. It does go less well quite regularly. I'm so annoyed at the tyre bundle. Like, 2 races in a row, just really silly little errors have creeped in. But there we go. Yeah. That is going to be it for this video. There shall be a link to this mod if you want to give it a try. It's really, really cool. I highly recommend the multiplayer. It's great fun. That, though, shall be it from me. Thank you all very much for watching. And until next time, goodbye.